Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Myra from Low Carb Love, and today we're going to be making a delicious keto pumpkin spice mug cake. So I can't wait to show this to you. It's amazing. You're going to love it. It's perfect for the fall and for those of you that are pumpkin spice lovers like myself, because I swear I'm pumpkin spice obsessed. So you're going to love this. Let's go over what we're going to be using. I have all my ingredients set out here. You're gonna definitely need your mug because, you need your mug. I'm just using a clear mug so that you guys can see inside it. But we're gonna start off by mixing our dry ingredients. So we're gonna do our almond flour, and you're just gonna pour everything right into your mug. So we'll do almond flour, then we have our sweetener. I'm using powdered sweetener, but if you have granular, you can totally use granular. Or you can even blitz it like in your, a little coffee grinder, a blender, or even a food processor. So then we have our little baking powder. And don't worry, at the end of the video, I'm gonna have a screenshot for you guys to take of all the ingredients, okay? And here we have our pumpkin spice. Then we have our cinnamon. Okay, and now come the wet ingredients. So let's just do a little mix here so that you guys can see. Just get all the little chunks out. Okay, that's good enough. These mug cakes are forgivable. Like they, they're really, really easy to make. I mean, if you put the wet first, you're gonna be just fine. But I like to do the, I like to do the dry and then the wet. Then here we have some pumpkin puree. So this is not pumpkin pie, this is pumpkin puree, okay? Because the pumpkin pie has a ton of carbs. So we did that. And here we have our little heavy cream. So let's just go ahead and pour this bad boy in there. And let's get all of it because we need a tablespoon. And then let's go ahead and mix. So you just get your little fork and you'll see how everything just mixes really well. Oh my God, it smells so good. It smells like fall. I swear, I'm like one of those crazies that just loves all the pumpkin everything. So stay tuned for the rest of my pumpkin spice recipes. Once you see that everything is starting to look almost like a, like a cake batter, then we know it's ready. We just need a tiny bit more because the egg, you want to make sure that the egg is definitely incorporated. And if you guys want this to be dairy free, all you have to do is substitute the heavy cream for coconut cream. I've never tried it with a flax egg. I'm not, but I mean, if you guys do, please let me know if it turns out, because I know this could be vegan if it had a flax egg and then the coconut cream. But anyway, here is our batter. Let me show you. It looks, something like this. This is what the consistency that you're looking for. And now we're just gonna go ahead and microwave this, okay? So we're gonna microwave this for 90 seconds. I'm gonna show you what it looks like. And then we are going to make our glaze. Okay, so we're gonna put it in for 1.5 minutes, and so all microwaves are different. You wanna just make sure that it's not like gooey or anything like that, but for the most part, 1.5 minutes should work. I'm gonna put that in, and I will show you what it looks like when it's done. Okay, let's see. Ooh, beautiful. So see, there's no, wetness going on. You still want it to be moist, but you don't want it to be like raw. So yeah, let's turn it over and then we're making our glaze. So now I'm just getting a knife here to make sure that it's not stuck, which I can tell it's not. And we're just going to flip it over. And voila, look at that. How beautiful. It smells so good, guys. Okay, so we're going to set this little guy aside. And now what we're going to do is make our glaze, okay? So for the glaze, it's very simple. You just need heavy cream, cream cheese, some sweetener. Now, there's two things you can do here. If you have sugar-free pumpkin spice syrup, then you could use that instead of the sweetener and any seasonings, okay? But if you do not have the pumpkin spice syrup, then you would get your tablespoon of sweetener. I'm using powdered sweetener. Remember, you can make that in your blender or your food processor. Our cream cheese. This will have to be warmed up right now, but here, let's do that first. So we will put the cream cheese in with the little heavy cream, and let's go ahead and put this into the microwave, okay? So it's just like 30 seconds. You just wanna make sure that it's warm so that everything mixes in well. Okay, so we have our mixture. It's nice and warm, so it's going to mix really easily, okay? And now what we're gonna do is we're going to, so in here we have our cream cheese and our heavy cream. Now let's add our sweetener. Okay, and this is raw batter, so we're not gonna use that. Then let's go ahead and add our pumpkin spice. So I just got this one at Trader's, you know. We're gonna do a 1/4 teaspoon. And we're also gonna do a 1/4 of the cinnamon. So that's why if you do have the syrup, then you don't need this stuff because the flavor's already in there. But I'm showing you guys, in case you don't have it, this is how you would make it, okay? And now, obviously you just want something a little smaller than this huge spatula, but it's what I have right now. So let's go ahead and mix. Might need to get a little fork to make sure it all mixes well. Okay, so let's go ahead and close this together. So we're just gonna be pumpkin on pumpkin. If you wanna just make this is obviously like a cream cheese glaze. If you want it without the pumpkin flavor, you can do that as well. And you would still add the cream cheese, heavy cream, and sweetener. You see it's coming together. You're just gonna keep mixing until it's all well incorporated. And I'll show you what that's gonna look like right now. I wanted to mention to you, if you're like pumpkin obsessed, then you're gonna, you know, be totally fine with this frosting. If you want something a little more plain, then just omit the pumpkin spice and the cinnamon and still do the cream cheese, the whipped cream, and the sweetener, okay? But I'm doing it like so because I'm telling you, I could just like pour it all on me. The last thing we're gonna do is just add a little bit of whipped cream. Of course, it's totally optional. You can buy a sugar-free one from the store. You can buy even a regular one and just count about 2 net carbs for it. But I have this bad boy here, which I have it linked on my Amazon. This is just if you're, you know, gonna use it for like drinks and cakes and whatever the case, then you would just buy this guy here. But So I'm not like all professional. I'm gonna try and not make a huge mess here, but we're just gonna add a little on the, let's see, it goes softly. Oh, okay, I almost put too much, but anyway. Hold on. It's starting to fall. Okay, anyway, so what we're gonna do now is a taste test, but of course the whipped cream is optional, but here we are, guys. This is our little pumpkin spice mug cake. So let's go ahead and cut in though, because it's about that time, and you guys already know that this is just my absolute favorite part of this entire video. And let's look inside. How's that looking? You guys see that? Beauty. Let's go ahead and taste it. I already know it's gonna be bomb, but I'll do the taste test for you guys. And you would want to drink this with maybe some, you know, almond milk with a little splash. I'm gonna show you guys how I make my milk because it's just a game changer. Ever since I figured it out, it was just like game changer. Anyway, so here we go. Best bite. It's almost like a cakey pumpkin pie. It's just so, if you love pumpkin pie, I'm telling you, right, just go make it right now. You're gonna be so obsessed. This is delicious. It has, you know, it's nice and moist, and then you have the creaminess from the glaze, and then of course the whipped cream. Boom. Bomb, bomb, bomb. We're gonna stop there because I will finish this. I'm not even joking. I'm going to put all the ingredients for you guys so you guys can just take a screenshot. It'll be easy. You guys can go buy all the ingredients. Most of these things you have at home. The only thing might be like the pumpkin pie spice, the pumpkin puree. Other than that, it's everything that we use for all the other mug cakes and, you know, most recipes on keto. So anyway, I hope you guys really enjoyed this recipe. There's so much more that I'm gonna be sharing with you that has the pumpkin spice, you know, flavor to it because I'm so obsessed. But let me know in the comments below if you're a pumpkin spice lover or you absolutely hate it. And trust me, I won't get offended, but I like to know because obviously these recipes are for you guys. And if you guys just aren't pumpkin spice fans, then I will figure out, you know, other desserts that, that are, you know, fall inspired. So guys, thank you so much for joining me. I love you guys and I will see you on my next video. Mwah!